Yes, you are welcome. So, in this part of this video, I want to share with you the difference between agribusiness and agriculture. Agriculture, as we might know, is the culture of agric, or the culture of the land. That is, it has to do primarily with tilling the soil and planting crops. At harvest time, we can take that crops to the nearest village market, we sell, make some money, and we are comfortable with it. This is the same practice that our foreparents actually engaged in, and even till now some persons are still engaging in such kind of practices. Under the rain and under the sun, they work day and night to do things like this. But look at their lifestyle. Are they really making a fortune out of it? Are they really building wealth? You know, profit, you can make profit actually without actually building wealth. That is what you are doing, you are profiting from it. Actually, that is, you can actually feed yourself, you can feed your family, and you can pay some bills, but it ends there, you know. But if you want to live a life that is going to be guaranteed of financial freedom, then you should not be talking about the traditional agricultural system, because that system was the reason why so many of our parents in the villages before now, so many of them were poor, and they have the technical know-how. It is because they were actually focusing on agriculture, and they were not actually enlightened on how to do agribusiness. That is the business of agriculture. And in agribusiness, that is where the wealth of agriculture is saturated. So agribusiness cannot function without agriculture. So both of them work hand in hand. So you have to bring both of them on a table and you put them together and you can work with them. For instance, if you farm an acre of cassava and at harvest time you sell the cassava tubers to someone else, let's say you sell it to me. So by the time I buy that cassava from you, I am now going to add value to it. I am going to employ all the techniques, the strategies, and the solutions that agribusiness has brought into agriculture to transform that cassava. So those cassava tubers I bought from you now, I am not going to break it down into different cassava byproducts. So from that cassava, I'll produce edible starch. From that cassava, I'll produce gari. Now, talking about gari, it is not just about the regular gari that we know that we used to make eba and all of that. But that gari, we can produce different kinds of flavored gari that people can now even eat in their place of work. That's what they call gari snack. Like for instance, we have coconut gari, we have pineapple gari. By the time you open that pack of pineapple gari, the aroma fills the entire environment. It is very, very welcoming. I know it is not very common for some of us who might not have seen this, but I have people in our group who are into this kind of production. But let me just continue. I just wanted to give you an example to let you know that gari production has evolved. You can produce different kinds of gari. That's gari snack, different kinds. Okay, that's apart from the regular gari. So from that cassava also, I will produce cassava chips. Now talking about cassava chips, I'll produce also the baked cassava chips that is flavored and seasoned with different kinds of spices. I'll produce tapioca, both the regular tapioca and flavored tapioca, like I will produce ginger tapioca and different kinds of tapioca that even those who are sick, they can even eat, because you can actually produce healthy foods from all this farm produce. So from that cassava also, I'll produce cassava flour. So from that cassava, I'll produce cassava cracker. So I'll produce different kinds of cassava byproducts. I will make more money. The money I will make will be more than 10 times what you made selling it to me. You actually worked under the rain and under the sun to actually farm that cassava. So that is why it is very, very advisable if you want to do anything that relates to food production. By food production, I mean either you are into farming or you are into processing, you must actually do agribusiness. So with agribusiness comes value addition. By the time you add value to farm produce, to agricultural products, you are going to make more money. And that is the only way you can actually build wealth. Because how many of us who are teachers in this platform are connected to people in different industries that actually needs some of these agricultural products for their production? Like for instance, pharmaceutical industries, they need cassava. That's a major thing they use in coating all these drugs you see. But do you have the link to start supplying them raw cassava from your farm? The question is no. So that's why you should do agribusiness. So with agribusiness, even though you don't have the processing machines, there is a way to go about it. Like for us now, we have a system, so you can do a third-party thing. So there are different ways of going about it. That is why you should do agribusiness instead of doing agriculture. So that is part of what we want to enlighten you about in this part of the video. And that is why you should please be a blessing to other teachers out there. Share this video with them. Tell them to come and join us. We want to change the narrative. Teachers are actually nation builders. So we want to be among those who will help to appreciate what teachers are doing. Teachers raised presidents, they raised senators, but do these senators actually go back to their constituencies or even actually look after these teachers at their old age? Because if they do things like that, then we should have a very good society where teachers actually enjoy themselves at retirement time. At retirement time, how many teachers are actually able to even travel abroad with their family and live the kind of life? So many teachers, their lifestyle even drop at retirement because why? Their income is now very, very low. So we don't want such things to continue to happen. That's why we are bringing this opportunity your way. Please share it with other people. Let them join us because we are still at the preliminary stage. I will talk to you again in a subsequent video. My name is Afo Joseph. Thank you.